So I've already done like everything in this episode, so this is just gonna be a recap episode. I took the last 7 weeks off of being laid off, and I went to work, and I made some money. So that's why the uploads stopped coming, but we're gonna get back on the YouTube grind now. Yeah, let me show you what I've done. I got a new whiteboard, hung my chessboard, and I made a side table. I hung a second whiteboard. I 3D printed a spot for everything on my desk. I installed a security camera and a GPS. I thrifted some new artwork. I installed a new inverter, so now I can run my air conditioner. I started printing diffusers. These look so clean. I hung my hockey gloves next to my hockey stick. I hung my helmet and riding gloves next to my Onewheel. This makes so much sense. I should have done this like day one. I got this huge antenna. And with huge antennas comes internet. I have internet in the van now. It's great. The antenna goes to the WeBoost. The WeBoost passes it to this antenna over here, which goes to my mobile hotspot somewhere down there. And I wish I could tell you that it will up my YouTube content production, but I don't know if it will or not. Maybe I'll just sit around and watch Netflix in my cozy little van now. I don't know. So Goodwill is my favorite store. In one trip, I got this tripod, a pair of Heelys, a cord for my old iPod, and not one, not two, but 3 lawn chairs. Killed another roll of filament. I have 3 rolls of white. Hopefully this will finish the rest of my diffusers. Earlier in the video, I showed off this side table that I installed on my door, and most of the time I leave it folded in, but if I have company over, I set the chessboard out and swing the table out, and this lets me open the door the rest of the way. So I got this tripod made out of just random parts from my parts bin right here. It's a little lopsided, but we can just shorten up a leg there, and then it'll even out right there. I want to go for a long range swish cut like at the beginning of this episode, but that was like point of view. So I want to do a long range one of those, and it's just me out here, so yeah, I might go for that. I get these scissors out exactly 18 times a day. Since I had the parts bin out, I decided it was time to hang up this axe that my dad gave me before I left. I haven't used it at all, but I don't want to get rid of it, so it feels good to just hang it up, get it out of the way. Looks a lot better there. And here's me acting like a tough guy, seeing how fast I can pull it out to maybe stop a threat or something, I don't know. Yeah. So I've been having this small problem where every time I put the van in drive, all of my things tend to violently fall towards the floor. Now, I can't be the first person with this problem, but nobody in the hashtag van life community seems to be talking about this. And it's kind of a huge deal when starting van life. You kind of need to know about these things. I got my projector installed this week. HDMI cord runs along the top of my cabinets to a splitter, and it duplicates what's on my desktop onto the second whiteboard. Power for the projector is right here, and I installed that a while ago, and with a few more diffusers under the cabinet, I don't think it'll look half bad. I want to install a wine rack right here. I got a stud space right past this line, so I printed this, and that's gonna go there, and I think I'll have another one maybe above it, so I gotta cut this out. I'm installing a wine rack mainly to compete with these Instagram vans that I'm seeing, and when I finish it and have a place for my fancy wine, comparatively my van will be cooler. Okay, so I got one wine bottle. It's just gonna be held in there by bungee cords, but like I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. But that's the first one. I gotta 3D print the rest, but the second one's gonna go like this, and like something like that'll hold it up around this stud, and then 2 glasses will go like this, kind of outward. So, and like that. Earlier in the episode, I mentioned I was going to go for a long-range swish cut with my new tripod, and I did get it here, but it's kind of weak. Woo! Got it. So we're just going to continue with the episode. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. The van had a coolant leak recently, and because I tie my dog to the van at camp, and because I live in the wilderness 90% of the time, I had to fix it. Radiator fluid is the worst thing to be leaking, so While it was leaking, I just kept filling it up with water and tried to limit my driving. Drove in the mornings, didn't drive it too long. I took it to a few mechanics, and they said that they absolutely could not get it done in one day. So because I live in the thing, I decided to fix it myself. I took it to a DIY garage in Colorado Springs. My dad was in town, so he decided to help, and we installed a new radiator in less than 3 hours. So it runs great now, and I'm really glad I avoided a mechanic bill. So I went to the hardware store, got this piece of trim. This is as far as we're gonna get on the wine rack today. With the extra trim, I built a bookshelf. Oh, I got it! Let's go! Wheel content, Troleos. One wheel content,
So much counter space.
I have so many shoes. Yep, barely squeaking by. I think I want to turn this into a light fixture. I do not know where to put my guitar pedal. I don't think it'll go anywhere. Troleos, one wheel content, Troleos. One wheel content, Troleos. One wheel content, Troleos. One wheel content, Troleo has the best